It's Sunday, June 24th, 2018. I'm John Knox. Get my exercise for the day. The thing I've learned about activism is if I let it, it will suck my entire life into whatever issue that I'm talking about. And that's no way for me to be, because I can't be a long-term voice. So, I get a little bit of exercise every day. Helps me to be more grounded. However, that's not why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is Chris Haskell, to get right to the point. Now, his case and his situation, the credibility involved, all of these issues are starting to create divisions, starting to create sides within our anti-geoengineering community. It's normal. It's what humans do. What I'm going to do is support Chris Haskell the best way I know how for as long as I possibly can. I'm going to do what I do and make sure that I did my part to make sure that he doesn't wind up even one day in jail. Now, all I'm asking for anybody who sees this is to look into the case yourself. Make your own decisions, and then decide which way you're going to go. I'm going to go back to Tucson as soon as I physically can get there, as soon as the truck gets repaired and everything else gets handled that needs to be handled so I can get back to Tucson. I'm going to do a seated face-to-face interview with Chris and basically get the whole story, but as tight as I can. It's not going to be a 7-hour documentary. It's going to be something very short and to the point. The most important thing about Chris, as far as I'm concerned, is number one, he's the real deal. You go to his YouTube archive and you scroll down and you look at the body of work that this guy has put together. It's all real. He's a character. He's an interesting guy, but we're all characters that do this kind of life. Even though he's a character, even though he may have printed some signs that had some bad language on them, that's minor. And it doesn't mean that he deserves 25 years in prison in any way, shape, or form. It's just because the state decided, he is a problem. Why? Think about this. He was running around the streets, going around the streets, posting signs for close to 10 years, saying, look up, this is happening, talking about geoengineering. Then Harvard University and Dr. David Keith decided that they're going to choose Tucson, the Tucson area, as their place to launch this geoengineering experiment. The future subjunctive of someday we may think about possibly investigating the idea that we might use this in the future. We're not doing it now, but maybe we might do it in the future. That's the huge lie that we all face, okay? The people in Tucson, the state, the city, the deep state, call it whatever you want, they basically made the decision that we've had this gadfly on the street for 10 years. He's got to go. We sweep him off the street, let David Keith make his announcement. Then they started delaying the trial so that there's no more publicity about Chris. People forget about him. Then Keith can go do his experiment, and they're going to try to normalize the idea that geoengineering may be a solution to climate change, right? So I'm not going to let this happen. I'm going to shine whatever light I can on Tucson, on those authorities, and on this whole case to make sure that at least the activist community has a chance to decide it's right, it's wrong, it's true, it's false, it's for me, it's not for me. Whatever your decision is, it's going to be your decision. I'm just going to do the best I can to tell you what I know and what I'm learning. All right, longer than I expected to run, but hey, it's Sunday. Sunday, June 24th, 2018. I'm John Knox, and I gotta tell you, the common sense of going to Chris's YouTube channel, Haskell Films, Haskellfilmz, I believe. Look at the guy's archives. That says, number one, he's the real deal. Whatever the details of what you think you heard about, what the situation is that got him into the 25 years to life, or 25 years sentencing, or, he's in a court case, whatever got him there, it doesn't matter. Because what he's truly done speaks for itself. in my eyes, in my book, and that's what I have to work with. Okay. All right. So hold on to your common sense, because you're going to use it more and more and more as this goes on. And when you do that, I guarantee you're going to be staying curious.